I just wrapped up an exceptional hour-long interview for my new community, Be a Claims Adjuster. I had the pleasure of speaking with Roberta Serena Mike, a true powerhouse in the world of adjusting. As a senior field claims adjuster in workers' compensation, she brings over 40 years of invaluable experience to the table. Roberta's accolades speaks volumes about her expertise, having been honored as the 2017 Recipient Claims Person of the Year and the recipient of the Pioneers Award in 2018. Our conversation was an absolute goldmine of insight and wisdom. Her, her extensive knowledge and wisdom were on full display during our discussion, and I am thrilled to share two enlightening clips from our interview. In one segment, she provides a fascinating glimpse into a day in the life of a workers' comp adjuster, while in another, she delves into the essential skills and qualities that characterize a successful workers' comp adjuster. The wealth of information she shared is truly invaluable, and I can't wait to make the rest of our conversation available to my members.
But the day in the life of a workers' compensation professional is unique. I am more of a first responder, just like emergency um, responders, fire responders, things like that nature. That's what I do. And I'm the first one along on the scene, along with the employer, that is there to determine and take care of the injured worker as the injury occurs and as it progresses. And my role is very different every day, every minute, every hour. I can come in on Monday and say I'm going to do this, but if I get a call on the weekend or 5 in the morning, my whole day is changed because I'm actually in the field. And what I mean is that there could be a really tragic accident that I have to stop, may have a suitcase ready to take off in the state of Georgia to go and do my investigation and take care of the injured worker and the employer and all the parties that are involved, establishing the case and establishing the facts and try to get things in place for that injured worker. It's a lot. This position is very unique. You have to think on your feet. You got to turn on and turn off empathy and passion at each moment, including when you're dealing with someone that doesn't speak English. Very unique job. It's not a career that you can consider it as a microwave job. You learn as you go, like a police officer, a medical provider, all of those people that I think of. My career is just as unique as theirs because I have 42 years of it. And I always ask, what could I have done different? And there's a lot of things I could have done different, but it's a very unique job. And sometimes I'm here and I have to do a case almost to midnight. It's just number one is good listening skills. You gotta have it. You can't be doing a lot of everything when you're talking to an injured worker. It shows that you're uncaring. Number two, you have to have excellent customer service skills. I'm not talking about on the phone, thank you for calling Roberta Mike of Strategic Comp. How may I help you? It goes a little bit beyond that.
Mhm.
You have someone on the phone screaming, upset. You cannot react to that. You got to let them hear and say, okay, wait a minute, what's going on? I can't hear you. What's going on? I want you, and then calm down. And then you go through the steps, you go through the emotions. A lot of that is lost. People want to hang up on people that are screaming. I say, you don't do that because that's the only way they can react for someone to hear them.
Right,
They're
right.
scared. Number three is that you have to have a excellent manager. Managers of today are managing cases, they're not managing people. And when I say not managing people, they're not managing and mentoring their adjusters. They are basically telling them, do this, do this, do this, and they don't tell them why they're not doing this and making them grow. I haven't seen a lot of adjusters promoted through management directives. I think what I see is that they have them work and profile, the cases. I just haven't seen a lot of them to promote them to grow. Right now in our group, there's several women in there that told me they've been in these positions 10 to 15 years, and they go to their manager and they don't even have any idea what they're doing. That's not a good manager.
It is not.
It's not. And I said to them, what you've done, what I did, I let them run my career, and I've lost 20 years of that. And I regret it, but now I'm telling you what you shouldn't do, and be respectful.
Right.
The next essential thing is that you do have to be a great great writer per se. You have to know, have a great writing style that the reader can catch on what you're saying. And I'm talking about when you have a situation where you see, for example, racism. And you would have to document your file professionally that catches that in a reading tone that they can get it. Okay. And also, with the world of litigation, you just want to document professionally and not put personal views involved in a case file. A lot of times adjusters get caught up in, I'm going to get this sucker or something like that, or he's screwing the company. We don't put that in the notes.
Right.
And the adjusters need to understand this. We got to stay professional, write clearly. One big thing is that when you don't know what to write, you got to ask somebody.
Right. Mm-hmm.
The other important piece is litigation. I see a lot of adjusters try to pretend that they know what they're doing. You don't. Don't set yourself up or your employer for, exposure of legal issues if you don't know the facts. You got to ask the questions.
Right.
That is important. That's why I stay on top of the laws. I constantly call my attorneys and say, what do you think about this? Let's talk this strategy. And what I love about our counsel, who we have, they strategize with us. They don't tell us that you do this. They say, okay, well, let's lay out the facts and let's say, let's lay this out and let's talk about it. And we come with a strategy together.
Right.
That is very lost in this industry.
Right.
And I think because it's power, you're an attorney, I'll tell you what to do. No, it shouldn't be that way. I gather you're an attorney, you're a judge, but at the same time, I'm going to be held responsible for the outcome. And when you get that part down, it works. Another area is, know the math, know calculation, know the laws, know the state guidelines, know what penalties could do in when you don't do certain things on